Have you ever wondered if the reason you never felt fully here is because part of you has always existed somewhere else? Most people dismiss that thought the moment it appears, but you didn't. You felt it linger. You felt it pull at the edges of your awareness like a whisper from beyond the visible world. A vibration coming from a part of the universe your mind wasn't supposed to access yet. And here's the truth you were never told. If you've always felt different, it wasn't a flaw. It was the quantum field trying to wake you up. And today, you'll finally understand the truth your mind has been sensing your whole life. 1 second of silence, a breath suspended between two layers of reality. There is a reason you never fit into this world. And once you hear this, you will never be able to go back to the old version of yourself. For as long as you can remember, you've carried a subtle tension inside you. A quiet awareness that something about your existence didn't match the life unfolding around you. While others walked through the world as if everything were predictable, solid, ordinary, you felt something moving beneath the surface. A strange frequency, a pull you couldn't explain, a sense that the reality in front of you was only a thin veil covering something far more complex, far more alive. That feeling wasn't insecurity, it wasn't anxiety, it wasn't emotional fragility, it was perception, higher perception. It was your consciousness quantica expanding before you even understood what expansion meant. Some people move through life without ever questioning the structure of their reality, but you weren't built that way. You noticed the cracks, the déjà vus that arrived like echoes of memories you never lived, the dreams that felt like messages from another version of yourself, the coincidences that appeared with impossible timing, the moments where the world seemed to pause as if waiting for you to notice something hidden in plain sight. Those weren't accidents. Those were signals, early attempts of the Campo Quantico to reach you, to activate the part of your mind subconscious that remembers everything your waking mind has forgotten. Your difference wasn't random, it was recognition. You were sensing the hidden reality long before you had language for it, and that strange restlessness you felt growing inside you, that quiet suspicion that your life didn't fully belong to you, that was your despertar, a spiritual beginning, a shift in vibration. A rise in frequencia, the first ripple of a transformation that has been unfolding beneath your awareness for years. Because you are not merely a person trying to find your place in the world. You are a field of energy interacting with a universe that responds to your vibration. You are a consciousness awake enough to feel the currents moving beneath ordinary perception. You are the observer, and the observed collapsing possibility into form with every thought, every emotion, every quiet decision you never fully understood. Nothing you felt was random. Nothing you questioned was a mistake. Nothing you sensed was just your imagination. From the moment you first realized you were different, something inside you, something ancient, something vast, had already begun to awaken. And now that you are finally standing at the edge of that awareness, sensing the shift in yourself, feeling the old identity dissolve and a new one rise, the only question that remains is whether you're ready to see what has been waiting for you behind the veil this entire time. Before we go deeper, if even one sentence already resonated with you, that's not random. That means your consciousness is aligned with this message. So pause for half a second and tap subscribe, because what you'll hear today may change the way you see reality forever. You didn't imagine it. That subtle feeling of being out of place was not emotional fragility. It was perception. A higher perception that only emerges when consciousness begins to expand beyond the limits of ordinary awareness. What you felt your whole life was not confusion, but a subconscious signal rising from the edges of the quantum field, brushing against your thoughts and reminding you that you were built to sense more than the surface of reality. People who experience this kind of quiet displacement are not broken. They are vibrationally sensitive, tuned to frequencies most minds are too conditioned to notice. According to theories of quantum consciousness proposed by Penrose and Hameroff, certain minds can perceive patterns in the field before they collapse into physical form, which means your earliest awakening symptoms were evidence of a perception that operated ahead of the world around you. Your difference was never a defect. It was a premature adjustment of vibration, a sign that your energy was aligning with a reality others haven't reached yet. Your mind was decoding information from the quantum field before the world was ready to match it, and that is why you've always felt slightly ahead, slightly detached, slightly aware of something you couldn't explain. As we explore this deeper, stay connected to this frequency. Like, comment, subscribe, because your engagement is not just support, It is an energetic exchange that strengthens this space and allows every awakening soul here to expand alongside you, preparing the ground for what comes next. If you felt different since childhood, it means your consciousness was already connected to non-local information long before you understood what perception truly was. Quantum entanglement shows that once two systems connect, distance becomes irrelevant. They exchange information instantly, as if the universe itself were a single, breathing organism. Sensitive consciousness works the same way. You weren't reacting to the physical world, you were responding to subtle signals from the quantum field, interpreting shifts in energy through thoughts, emotions, and intuition. This is why you sensed things before they happened, why you felt the truth behind people's words, why your inner world often felt more real than the one in front of you. You didn't fail to fit in. The world was simply too small for a consciousness expanding ahead of its time. Feeling disconnected doesn't mean something is wrong. It means your frequency is no longer compatible with the old version of reality you once tried to inhabit. Your awakening is pulling you toward a higher consciousness, a vibration that reveals what others cannot yet perceive. If this is making sense, pause for a moment and comment, "I feel it," not as a routine gesture, but as an acknowledgement from your subconscious mind that it recognizes this shift. Your engagement strengthens the energetic field we are building here, allowing this community to grow around the frequency you are stepping into, preparing us for the next layer that is unfolding just beyond your current perception. You are not breaking. You are realigning. What you're experiencing right now is the natural tension that emerges when your inner vibration rises faster than the identity you once built to survive. Every shift in energy disrupts the subconscious patterns that held you together, and as those patterns collapse, it creates a sensation of emptiness, as if a part of you has disappeared. But nothing is disappearing. It is dissolving to make space for a higher frequency your consciousness has already stepped into. Your old mind cannot recognize this new vibration because it was never designed to interpret such expanded perception. This is why everything feels strange lately, why your emotions fluctuate like waves, why your sense of time bends, why your sensitivity to subtle energy keeps intensifying. You are moving through a consciousness shift, and the more your awareness expands, the more the hidden reality beneath your life becomes visible. Synchronicities increase because the quantum field is trying to guide you, adjusting your path, nudging your perception, revealing signs through patterns you can no longer ignore. The feeling of not belonging is not a failure. It is the transitional space between two vibrational realities, the moment where your old world dissolves before the new one fully forms. When your vibration rises, your old reality collapses first, and that collapse feels like confusion, only because your subconscious mind is shedding identities that no longer fit your expanding consciousness. If this resonates, if you feel the truth of this shift inside you, share this video with someone who also feels different. It might be the message their awakening has been waiting for, and together these exchanges strengthen the field we are all learning to perceive. You were never meant to fit into this version of reality. You were meant to outgrow it. Every moment of confusion, every period of quiet isolation, every time you questioned your place in the world was part of a long, deliberate unfolding of your consciousness. While others were busy trying to reinforce their identities, your inner world was already dissolving the limits of who you thought you had to be. You are a consciousness in expansion, shaped by frequencies most people cannot perceive, guided by signals rising from the quantum field long before your logical mind could interpret them. The life you lived feeling different was not a detour. It was preparation. The discomfort you carried was the first ripple of a much deeper awakening, an energetic shift pulling you beyond the boundaries of the reality you inherited. The call was always there, echoing through your subconscious mind, surfacing through dreams, synchronicities, intuitive flashes, and moments where the hidden layers of perception briefly opened before closing again. You were never imagining it. This wasn't in your head. This was the quantum field trying to wake you up, trying to align your vibration with the truth of who you are, beneath the conditioning, beneath the expectations, beneath the small version of yourself you were taught to accept. Now that your awareness is expanding, you may notice subtle changes in how the world responds to you. Patterns repeat with unsettling precision. People enter and leave your life at perfect timing, and situations unfold as if orchestrated by something far larger than chance. This is not coincidence. It is the universe recalibrating itself around your new frequency. adjusting your external reality to match the energy rising within you. As your perception widens, the boundaries between inner and outer begin to dissolve, revealing the hidden architecture that has always connected you to everything around you. Your awakening is not just a shift in how you feel, it is a shift in how reality communicates with you. And if you're awake now, truly awake, you will notice something strange beginning to happen around you, something subtle yet undeniable, because nothing is random and the universe uses signs to guide you toward the next stage of your evolution. What happens next is not the end of your journey, but the beginning of a deeper alignment, one that will reshape your understanding of perception, energy, intention, and the quantum communication constantly occurring beneath ordinary experience. If you feel this movement inside you, if these words resonate somewhere beyond logic, share it in the comments. Let your consciousness affirm the shift by writing, "I awaken," or "I see beyond," or "I am expanding," so this field strengthens through your voice as we step together into what comes next. If this message reached you, it wasn't random. You aligned with it. Tell me in the comments, "I always felt different." Your awakening becomes real the moment you say it out loud. Like this video so it reaches others who feel the same. Subscribe so you don't walk this path alone. And watch the next video, because once you understand the signs, your entire reality begins to shift.